Bermuda Radio, this is Yacht Fair Isle. Do you read over?
Fair Isle, this is Bermuda Radio on 27, go ahead.
Good morning, just to inform you we have just checked out and we will be leaving Bermuda this morning, over.
Fair Isle, Bermuda Radio, that's received. What will be your next port of call and ETA next port of call, over?
Yes, it's Horta in the Azores, ETA, well we're hoping for 2 weeks, but with lack of wind it might be a little bit more than that, over.
That's received. There's no commercial traffic to report and you're cleared to proceed, over.
Hello and welcome to the Atlantic. We are on our way to the Azores.
Yeah, we're just about in the middle now, halfway through the trip. So far so good. Difficult to leave Bermuda though, great place. We really loved it there.
Yeah, we were there for nearly a month in the end because we had a holiday of course and then we had to wait for a weather window, but I think it was worth the wait. The trip's been okay so far. I hope you like the film. Coming up, exploring the hidden depths of Bermuda. Setting sail for the Azores. And a tough choice. Do we watch Wimbledon or dolphins? We begin in St George's, where tradition is taking a peculiar turn. A town crier, a ducking stool, and a nag. It's all for show, and we are the audience.
I am not a nag. I'm not a horse, am I? I look like a horse. That's what a nag is. Oh! You're teaching them young, are you now?
Come around this way.
Bystanders are called upon to carry out the ducking just as they were in the old days. A nag or a gossip, always a woman apparently, condemned by public opinion. Or in this case, by her own mouth.
Have you decided what you're going to do, sir?
Watch your
I've got to organise my own
mouth.
ducking.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you want? Ah, no! No, not that chair! Please, nothing but the chair, sir!
What are we doing? Off you go. Push it out. Everybody, don't stop. Off you go. What are we doing? What are we doing? Cool down.
You're not going to do this to me, sir.
You know what? You need to cool down. Duck him. Let go. Bring him back.
One more time!
Duck her again. All right, give a big round of applause.
After the show, we are off on a bus ride. It's the best way to get around on this small island, which has excellent public transport. With a day ticket, you can get on and off the bus when and wherever you like. After taking the number 11 to Hamilton, we are heading for the beach.
This is a trail that goes down to Horseshoe Bay. You can see, well used. That's where all the tourists come. It's the tourist bit, tourist beach.
Lovely. I'm sure it's got a fantastic view, but the better beaches are just this side of it.
The more private ones, yeah. But let's see, go where the tourists go.
The tourists we are talking about come from the cruise ships and they are well catered for here. A bus to Horseshoe Bay where you can rent a chair and an umbrella and swim in the sea. If you like crowds, this is for you.
This is the prettiest beach, but very, very touristy. My idea of hell. I think we'll go out and walk up there.
The walk we choose is another part of the railway trail which runs the length of Bermuda.
So it takes you just about everywhere, the railway track. It's a bit industrial, this area here, but it goes through the houses, does everything. We're going up now into something nice and cool by the look of it.
Here we go, into the forest. The actual track was removed after the Second World War, but the trail takes us through parts of the island you'd otherwise never see. And cool is the operative word today. It is boiling. Not just sunny, but humid. The views are spectacular, but what we really need is a swim. And this is the other place slightly off the beaten track, underwater caves. Some, like this one, are managed for visitors. It would be rather dark otherwise.
Yeah, that's cold. That is really big cold plunge.
Is that good?
Salty cold plunge.
Is it salty? All right. Fresh? I thought it would be fresh.
But we are alone. The cool water is just what we need, and a taster for some proper exploring. In Tom Moore's jungle. These caves aren't marked on the map, and that's what makes them even more special. Clear, slightly salty water, remote and tranquil. The perfect way to spend an afternoon.
Can you touch the bottom there?
No.
It's amazing how deep it is.
Right, I can climb up the side though.
Okay.
Yep. Here we are. And to get back to St George's, we head to the dockyard to catch the ferry. The impressive fort is closed today, so we make our own entertainment.
Feels like home.
Wonder if it still works.
It takes American dollars though.
Oh, okay. The ferry is included in the bus ticket and is used by tourists and locals alike. For us, it's the quickest way to complete our tour of the island. You can't come to Bermuda without playing golf, even if in our case it's just part of a fundraiser. The idea is to hit the ball onto a target in the water. Easy.
Oh, not bad. Hey! Right, first of all, just swimming with the top of your body and you're staying looking at where it is, and you're just bringing it to
I'm looking at the ball.
looking at the ball. So you're just twisting there and bringing it through. And then when you come up, look at where it's going and keep looking at where it's going.
Okay.
That's better.
Perfect.
That was the closest we got. For Chessie's last night on the island, we have a picnic.
Upon a summer wind, there's a certain melody takes me back to the place that I know. On the beach,
Lamb cofters. We can pretend we're in Greece.
Heart attack waiting to happen.
Lots
Yummy.
Lots of butter.
It's good for you, I told you.
Garlic butter.
Garlic butter.
Garlic's good for you, butter's good for you. No problem.
time will blow away mystery. No one but you and I underneath that moonlit sky. Take me back
Lovely.
Not really how the cocktail makers do it.
No, you're doing a fine job. Thank you.
There we go. Dark and stormy.
Dark and stormy. Cheers, Bermuda.
So, lamb kofta, homemade coleslaw.
Still the prawns to come. How are they doing? What do you think?
While Judy's taking Chessie to the airport, there's a couple of important boat jobs to be done, ready for the crossing. If you watched some of the previous episodes, you might know that we've had problems with our cars. They're getting worn and losing the bearings. I had to actually jury rig a couple of them a few months ago, so we've been sort of struggling by with them. It's been working okay, actually, the jury rig that I did. But we've got some new ones now. Got them brought over with Chessie last week. So that's good. These are from Ronstan, which are actually the same. These are Fredrickson, the ones out here, but it's the same. They basically were bought out. Fredrickson, they were bought out by Ronstan, so they're now producing them. And they produce the model exactly the same as this, if you want to have that. But they actually produce what I think is a better model as well, this one. And I like these because it's almost like the way I've jury rigged them. They've got basically a bar across here that slides up and down, and ball bearings on the inside, so it's still got that sort of the way to run really freely with the bearings on the back side there, but means when you take them off you don't lose all the bearings, and you're much more unlikely to have some wear on there or something go wrong and lose all the bearings that way as well. So I think these are going to be a lot better. So I've got the whole kitty. The other thing you might notice on there is they've written up on there, and I think the reason they've done that is people have made the same mistake I have. The boat was rigged like this when we've got it, and I've just followed it. We've got here that lug down like that because it sort of makes sense, you would think, to have that down and this into it that just sits in and is screwed in, to have it that way round, and that's why I've always done it. But yeah, it's designed to be that way, so that should be flipped around and going up into it with a nut on top. So obviously I will fit them the right way around. So let's get all these off, get these ones on, see how well it goes up and down. I should just say that although I have got the captive ball ones for all the cars, the intermediates as well, I haven't for the headboard here. The headboard, I think it's got, obviously it goes the furthest, it goes all the way up, it's big. I want that to be as fast running as possible, so I've gone for the complete ball bearings in this one because I just think there'd be less friction in that. So yeah, we'll have to be careful putting that on. That has to be slotted up so you don't lose all the balls while you do it. So I've just pulled the sail up out the way a little bit and undone this. This is usually a little section at the bottom that you can take out as a gate to pull them on and off. And I've got a new end stop for that because the old one had completely broken and it's lost its little rubber bits at the top. So yeah, this just screws onto the end there. Obviously this is aluminium. All the boats that go through are stainless steel, so a bit of dielectric grease on them to stop any corrosion. Or you won't be able to get them back off again. And this one just screws into here, and then won't have to take any of the ones out of the actual mast. They can stay where they are. So here's the fun bit, taking them off the track. It's usually the terrifying bit because it's where you lose all the balls, but I don't care now because I don't need them. Oh, that's the one that I made that's got the sliders. Let me see. Oh, well, some. So old ones off, new ones back on. You don't need to put any lubricant on the inside. These just get a wash with fresh water whenever you can to get the salt out of them. I might, after a little while, put a bit of 1 drop on them or something to put that on there. The other ones, the intermediate ones, are very easy as well. These just have a little bit in here. So these are just a push fit. So just get in there, give them a push like that, and they will come out. And they do stay in nicely. These have never had any problem with one coming loose. So yeah, nice and easy, and they have a little insert that goes in. You get a few spares of those because they do tend to crack. So yeah, I just need to mount all the others up now, slide them on. So with these intermediate cars, the new ones, same thing, just push it to get them out. And you've got the little insert which goes in to the loop, and that around it. And then this does go the way that you would expect from the top down. That's the top, so just push it in. All nice and easy to do. It just clips right in. So it seems easy. It seems like they might fall out, but they never do. They're great. Okay, so this is the only tricky bit now, really, getting the headboard on, because this one hasn't got the captive one. So it comes on a bit of track, and basically you need it on the bottom there, and then you can just slide it up and hopefully not lose any. So first of all, you need to get the bit of tape off the top that's stopping it from coming off. There we go. And then just offer this up, try and get it lined up perfectly, and roll it up. And there we go. Now whatever you do, you mustn't let that come back down again, because you lose all the ball bearings. So got to find a way of putting that up there. So I've got a bit of tape on there to hold it, so now I can just haul up the sail, clip this on, and run all the other cars on as we go. Make sure this goes that way around. It says up, up. Okay, so now that's up, all I've got to do is put back in the little section that I took out with the stopper on it, and we can slide it back down again. Cool, so it's back on. Drop it down now. Let's see how she comes down. Yeah, well, that's very, very easy. I'm going to have a go pulling it up and just see how easy that is. Yeah, that's without doubt the easiest it's ever been since we've had the boat. Good job. It's going to make life easier. And second job, the bilge pump. A bit of Groundhog Day. So I've been here before, got the bilge pump out because the switch here is not working again. It's about a year ago, I think I last whinged about this. I changed this one in Grenada, so it's about exactly a year ago. And yeah, they don't seem to last any longer than that. So just looking at it on the meter, you can see when I put it up on resistance, it's just got a bit of resistance there. So 36 ohms is what it's registering every time I put it up, and that's enough to not let it work anymore. So it's working as a switch, it's just developed some resistance in it, which means it doesn't actually switch it. When I put that on, it doesn't work. I mean, it does work if I join it together like this. You can hear it's going, so if that switch was working, it would work. So yeah, another one. Gonna have to get a better way of doing it than this. I have got to find myself a good switch that will last longer than a year.
We're now waiting for a weather window to sail to the Azores. In the next few days, we'll leave the anchorage through the narrow cut and back out onto open water for the 1,700-mile journey. New rules here mean you can't check out more than an hour before departure, and as luck would have it, that's just when it starts to rain. It doesn't last, and half an hour later, we're good to go.
Bermuda radio, this is Yacht Fair Isle. Do you read over?
Fair Isle, this is Bermuda Radio on 27, go ahead.
Good morning, just to inform you, we have just checked out and we will be leaving Bermuda this morning, over.
Fair Isle, Bermuda Radio, that's received. What will be your next port of call and ETA next port of call, over?
Yes, it's Horta in the Azores. ETA, well, we're hoping for 2 weeks, but with lack of wind, it might be a little bit more than that, over.
That's receivable. There's no commercial traffic to report, and you're clear to proceed, over.
Many thanks. We'll be going through the cuts in about 10 minutes. We'll keep a look out on AIS for traffic. Could you just have a look on AIS? I've changed my antennas while we've been here. Are you seeing me on AIS near Ordnance Island, over?
Fair Isle, Bermuda Radio, affirmative. I do have you on AIS.
That's very good. Thank you very much. We will monitor channel 16. So that's it. Bye bye Bermuda. The open ocean is all we're going to have for the next couple of weeks. But we're ready. Not going to be too much wind, but hoping for a good sail. Are you ready to go?
I can feel the wind now. It was picking up this morning. We had a bit of a shower before we set off, but now it's just beautiful and I'm confident we'll have wind. We've waited, we'll have it.
Well, what do you feel about leaving Bermuda and going to the Azores?
I like Bermuda. It was just lovely and I feel totally relaxed and ready for a 2-week sail, which is a thing, a 2-week sail, 16 days probably. Going to the Azores, that's all to look forward to, isn't it? What a lovely place. We've already had contact with one person there. I like it when I know someone at the destination I'm going to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Beautiful place.
Okay, let's have a little look at what Predict Wind says it's got in store for us then. And you can see, I'll put it up on screen here. It's not good. It's all over the show. This is the sort of thing that you get normally a week ahead when all the models don't agree and they're all over the place. This is today's, this is now. It doesn't know what's going on. So I'm going to pick what we're actually doing, which is closer to the red one, Predict Wind Europe here. Predict Wind Global's got us going a long way north, almost up to Nova Scotia. I don't think we really want to do that because you don't really know what the wind's doing. Look, if I go through, it's just patchy bits in and out, so I wouldn't just go that far off track on a chance of getting more wind. We do want to come up because most say you're going to get more wind further up, and we actually talked to Chris Parker, weather router, about this trip because we were going to wait for a better forecast really, and he said, look, that trough, it's just going to stay there. There's going to be no wind for an indefinite amount of time, and the longer you wait, the more chance you've got of tropical storms, hurricanes coming up through the Atlantic, which happens a lot in August, September. So yeah, it's probably best to get going. So the closest one to what we're going to do here is the red one, Predict Wind Europe. So I'll take the other ones off. To show you. So it's just north of the Great Circle route that we're going to be taking to try and get more wind. And what I want to do is just have a look, it's just through the tables, because this is sort of what you really want to have a look at. Look at the graphs of what's there. You can see, if you look at the, let's go to the top, it was halfway through. The wind speed, quite a lot of it's down below 10 knots, so that's not good. So that's sort of a lot of time when you probably will have to motor. Wind direction is going to change a lot. Rain, you can see there's more in the first week than the second. Cape, the same thing. So the Cape is how much energy there is in the atmosphere there. So squalls, a bit more in the first week than the second. Another thing that Chris said, the further north you go, more chance you're going to have of squalls then. You can see the blue one is at the top there, Predict Global, which goes a bit further north. It's going to get a bit more of those. We're not going to go that far up. Temperature, you can see dropping all the way through. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. It's going down from 28 degrees. It was quite stifling the last week in Bermuda. By the time we arrive in the Azores, we're down to 23 degrees, which I think will be much nicer. Pressure up and down. There's just ridges coming through. Wave height. So there's not much in the way of swell out here, which is good. Now, if we look at this, it's combined wind, wave, and swell. So if you go on to primary swell, you can see that's just over a metre. Secondary swell is it's up there as well, so they're sort of similar. Now when that happens, it's good idea if the primary and the secondary are quite close to have a little look at the direction here. So the combined direction is coming from southeast around to almost from the west, 250 above, 260, 270 degrees in the first few days. That's the combined. But then if we look at the wind waves, that's really from the south going through to southwest, but the primary swell, yeah, should be about the same. And the secondary swell stays right down in the south. So in those conditions, this is sort of what we had when we came over in the Atlantic, that the primary and the secondary swell were very different. So when there's a big swell, that it really does make it uncomfortable. So this would be if it was big. So I'm quite glad that, you know, when you've got different swells like that, at least it's pretty small. It's not going to make a lot of difference to us. Yeah, so on the whole, I think we're just going to have to keep monitoring it as we go through, monitor it every day, twice a day probably, to just try and get the best out of this. At least it's not going to be boring. We accused the trip over here of being a bit boring because the wind was the same all the way through. This one's not going to be like that.
Rain clouds ahead seem to prove the point, but for now the wind is taking us northeast in roughly the direction we need to go. Full moon has gone behind a cloud just for the minute. I'm on the first night shift here. It's midnight and we are heading in, well, we're going north, which is good, but still incredibly slowly, and we're banging around, as you can hear, but I'm actually not looking at that at all. What I'm looking at really is the BBC feed, because tomorrow these guys are meeting in the Wimbledon final, and I think we're going to take advantage of Starlink and watch some of the match. You can do that, you see, when you're on your crossing and you've got nothing else to do. We settle in to watch the Wimbledon final, which starts at about lunchtime our time. A cool breeze, a picnic. It's as if we are in South London via satellite link. Except you wouldn't see this if you were actually at Centre Court. Oh, look, hello, you lot. You are enormous. We abandon the match. Watching dolphins seems so much more important. Yeah, it was quite a surreal moment, that. So just settle down to watch the tennis and the dolphins turn up and you think, oh my God, I've got to watch the dolphins. And I'm glad we did. They were gigantic.
Yeah, you couldn't miss them.
So
Huge.
much bigger than the dolphins we've seen in the past. Rissos dolphins, we think they're called.
Yeah, either that or a thing called the false killer whale, which is no relationship to the killer whale, I don't think. But yeah, if anyone really knows, yeah, tell us.
Yeah, and they're very different. They stayed with us for about half an hour. The Atlantic dolphins come and go in about 5 minutes. They obviously don't think we're worth following, really. Not that interesting to them. So just as you get the camera out, they're gone.
Yeah, too busy catching fish, which we can't do because we've still got the sargassum, which has been a massive problem. I think it's just worldwide. Well, not worldwide. So it's not just the Sargasso Sea. It's going further down as well, between here and the Cape Verdes as well. There's getting more and more of it apparently in the last few years. So yeah, it's a problem when you're trying to fish, I can tell you.
Yeah, but the sailing's going very well, actually. We've stuck to the plan.
Touch wood, no breakages. Apart from, actually, the sharp-eyed amongst you might see in one of the pictures, you can see something that is actually chafed through, which I have now fixed. So see if anyone can spot that.
But the sails are going up and down very nicely. Well done on the cars.
Yeah, the cars, new cars, working a treat. Yes, they're really good.
And now we're just set for Well, we think maybe this whole week we'll be sailing just on this tack.
Hoping, yeah. We've got a big front that's coming up, that's chasing, that's got some wind in it. Hopefully you can stay ahead of it. The big question is whether we can get into Flores or not. We'd love to get into Flores and not go straight to Horta, but you can only do that if the wind's coming from the north or the west. If it's southeast in it, then it's just not tenable to get in it's a little harbour, but you sort of tie it against the wall and you get bashed around. So
But you can anchor
we'll see.
if the weather's right.
Oh yeah, there's people that are anchored there at the moment. I've been
Yeah.
in touch with someone on no foreign land that's anchored out, but they're leaving tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, I don't think by the time we get there, if the weather forecast holds up to as it's supposed to be, I'm not sure we'll make it there, but we'll see.
But if we do, we'll have some lovely pictures in the next episode.
We
If
will
don't,
anyway, because the thing about the Azores is we've wanted to go there for years. I mean, really, for 10 years we've been thinking, really want to go to the Azores, so very glad that we're doing it now.
So that's all to look forward to for now. Thank you to our patrons, thank you to our subscribers, and thank you for watching. And we'll see you, in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Thanks for watching.